Greetings, mortals, and welcome back to my magic 8.
Specifically wasps. God, I'm so excited. We've got wasps. We got wasps. We have so many wasps to loot. Oh my goodness. It is truly decadent. I have no idea what's going to happen in here, but we have so many bodies to loot. It's going to be great. Okay, so it's kind of interesting having like, let's see, is this the most recent? The autosave is a 10. Okay, so for whatever reason, 10:04 on Tuesday. Why did I have a danger save as my most recent save? I should have made a save that was specifically just called stream done. Why was I on top? Wait, what? An autosave here. I'm gonna load the autosave quick. I'm gonna pop in here. This does seem like the same position. I think this is where we were. I don't know why I re-entered, though. Right? Like, I shouldn't have a save where I've re-entered. As my most recent save. I should have a save where I exited as my most recent save, right? Well, I'm going to reload this one just in case I puttered in my inventory or something after the stream ended, which I don't think has happened, but we're going to do this. I wanted to load the autosave because I was thinking that the autosave was... this autosave gets replaced, so... But this should be the right save. We're at 89%, so I remember saving, so I know that it's one of these files, and it should definitely be the one that's most recent. In terms of those... There's just so many bodies. Just yellow. The whole world. Alright, so we're going to clear through the rest of these. I don't know how hard this is going to be, because we've cleared a lot of this place out. Okay. But we do still have 10... There's another leech. There are 2 leeches here? Holy shit, there's actually 2 leeches. There's another leech at the bottom. I can't believe it. I cannot believe there's another leech in this dungeon. That boggles the mind. We're going to loot this one because it's the only one up here. We're going to loot the jelly because it's the only thing up here. We're going to go up there anyway again, just to check, but... There's enemies beneath me hitting me. Suboptimal. Okay, we're in range of somebody. Okay, if we're up here, we're not in range of anybody unpleasant. Do I actually want to jump? Do I want to activate the enemies by walking in from the bottom and then walking out? That might be the best way to do this, actually. Considering that I think this... Because of the fact there's a leech specifically, I am actually going to do that. So the strategy here, because there's multiple entrances to this dungeon, is that rather than letting them hit me through the floor and deal with that, we're going to leave the dungeon, we're going to enter in the other side. This will activate the enemies...
Now we can rest.
And then we leave from here. Those enemies are now active and will start approaching us immediately. And we've already got a choke point available to use. We've actually got several choke points available to use. So we should be able to do this reasonably smoothly, I think. Oh shit. Okay. So there's a bunch of enemies downstairs that are all attacking me now. So we've definitely improved the situation and not made it worse. Okay. I'm going to see if I can just clear these from here.
Got it. No match for me.
I like this music. This series has a lot of banger music in it. Okay, so we're just going to clear through a few of these. We are at the bottom here now.
I'm badly hurt. Oh.
So the hope here is that we don't have to worry about too much else. Clear out this warrior. We're not in range of the leech. The leech hasn't leaked yet. That is the leech. Fuck. And I shouldn't have been attacking down there at all. Oops. We're gonna load our autosave because that strategy I think did work fairly well. I just needed to immediately jump back up when I jumped down there. I didn't notice that the leech had moved until it was way too late, and I probably would have been fine under like median circumstances, but I got unlucky with who got targeted. Sortira went down first, I believe, which is very unusual. Okay. Either way, I believe this is going to be a pretty consistent means of fighting them. The leech is moved, but I don't know where it moved to. It's still stuck.
I'm badly hurt.
Okay, there we go. Okay, we need to move out of here, actually. Okay. I'm realizing that I can't, like, walk away if the leech comes up after me, so... Oh shit. Someone's poisoned.
I need healing.
Somebody's downstairs, question mark?
No.
It does look like we have leaks coming through while we're just standing here.
Help me.
If we see the leech effect start going off, we are going to have to act. I should be paying more close attention to my... Oh, there's a wasp warrior. Nice. Oh, right. There's enemies beneath me. Okay, so the boss is over here somewhere. Presumably it's this one. I think this might be the only enemy that's far enough away to not trigger the leech effect. Yeah, it's gotta be that one. There's no other enemy that... Like, I think I actually know the exact location of it. Is it here? Maybe not. Maybe it's in this pack. You know, we can certainly hope for it. It's not impossible. We have a lot of loot available to pick up in here. So we'll see. I'm gonna rotate back over here, see if that like makes some of them move around a bit. Also, hey, love forever and ever. Can I?
Ow!
I can't hit any of them through the floor, unfortunately. Okay, that's the leech. Leech is on my ass. Fuck.
Heal me.
I'm dead. That's oh wait, I'm not. I'm not necessarily dead. Actually, now that I think about it, I can just run downstairs and go through the door. But I didn't act on it quickly enough. I didn't notice the leech coming up. Okay. I should have pulled back way further than that. The thing is that I'm having such a difficult time moving them that when they do start moving, I'm confused. Yeah, we have 2 leeches in this building, which explains a lot because I felt like I was getting the leech effect in kind of like a weird way, where I felt like I was fairly confident in one, you know, set of locations for it, and then it kept being like, wait, no, it's not there? It's somewhere else? How is it somewhere else? Because you get more damage the closer you get to it. So the idea of it moving was what I had settled on, was that it was moving around a lot. But I think what was actually happening is not that it was moving. Is that something else? Okay, we need to move.
I need healing.
But it was probably that I was approaching 2 different centers of mass. So I was hitting like one of them when I got close to here, and then the other was actually, so like, I think there was one that was like here on the bottom and one that was like up here on the top, basically. I could be wrong on that. If anyone really cared, they could probably cross-reference
Yes.
the information that we actually have at our disposal at this point to find out, but I don't imagine that anyone is going to care that much.
No match for.
Okay, now we can move. We are in a dangerous spot here, so yeah, let's... Oh, fuck. Oh, I botched that badly.
Help me.
Ooh, boy.
I'm badly hurt.
We could be in trouble. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm sure people are extremely invested in the specific location. One of the things that's kind of interesting, if you get like a large enough community, is that stuff that nobody cares about that much eventually becomes something that everyone knows anyway. Because it's like, there's going to be somebody who just bothers to check because they're bored, and then everybody knows, right? Like, if you have 10,000 people watching, if I had made that idle comment, and I had 10,000 people watching me right now, somebody is going to bother looking and trying to actually cross-reference it. You're going to have, like, diagrams on the internet as, like, 5 people have very in-depth conversations where they're enjoying themselves because they're talking to each other about an interesting problem that they all stumbled up on. This should be fine. Wait, Torchlight is... Who has Torchlight? Nobody has Torchlight active? Well, we can't cast Jump anymore. We can no longer cast Jump. But that's okay. We technically only ever need to go down, right?
We need to regroup.
We technically only ever need to go down. So this is going to be fine. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that the setup didn't. Oh wait, I have to go up. You know what? Wizard Eyes are overrated anyway. Let's see here. Wizard Eyes are overrated. We don't need it. I was thinking I could just go around in circles, and it's like, I can do that, and that actually might be like a decent way to get through this quickly, if I'm being sloppy, which I am. But in order to go in circles, I do need jump, because I need to get back up the other side. Just, look, sometimes in life... Yeah, look. Who needs Wizard Eye at all? Waste of a spell slot, honestly. I shouldn't, bother casting spells that waste my 5 mana.
We got it.
Just think I could cast a jump with that. We're gonna jump back up. Though, to be honest, for this, I joke that, Wizard Eye is kind of useless, because I think that it's funny to make that joke when Wizard Eye is obviously super useful. It's honestly not that useful in this particular context, because of the fact that I'm dealing with a leech specifically. I immediately know when the leech is coming at me, because I start getting leeched. I don't need to, I know where the leech is. The leech is over here, which is, more robust information than Wizard Eye can even provide me. So I just think that's kind of funny. But yeah, I think it's actually on the 2nd floor. I think I just saw it. Can't take it from here, unfortunately. Okay, we have a sentry that unlocked. It's kind of cool that you can attack enemies through the user interface. If they're here, I think they're visible. The cursor works now, right? Wow, the cursor works. That's amazing. I don't remember which Might and Magic game it was. I think
Help me!
it's 6. But one of these Might and Magic games, I remember the cursor didn't work for my stream setup when I first started. And I don't remember which one it was. It might have been 9. 9's the one that was the worst in terms of getting it to basically work. I think the leech has moved. Yeah, the leech is pretty close.
Hurt.
Oh shit, I fell back down. Oh, I'm almost certainly dead. Okay, we're not dead, and I don't think the leech was moving toward me. I might have only been getting hit through by the ones below me. Unfortunately, we have a setup here where we have to drop down toward them. And then when we do drop down toward them, we have... Oh, you want me to cast... I didn't notice the Wizard Eye. Let's see here. How are we going to do this? I guess we don't need Fate. That's fine. Wait, how does that help me? Wait, did I already have Fate cast? I didn't have Fate. I was... Right, I needed mana. I had mana. So, interesting. I didn't have Fate cast, and it actually is pretty cheap, so I can keep Fate active. Fate was on Orin. So I can actually just keep Fate active on you. So, instead of fucking up my setup, you seem to have actually made my setup more efficient, because I'm not really using shared life.
No match for me.
Okay, so we have enemies beneath us hitting us. I'm gonna try to rotate around to these, because I think as long as I'm on the edge here, I'm actually too high up for the enemies below me to hit. I think I'm only in line of sight while I'm on the terrain there. The problem is if I go downstairs, those are going to immediately aggro. And it is a leech. And there are other enemies downstairs. So I think I'm going to try... coming over here. We're going to rotate over to these. Okay. Now here's an interesting question. If this thing stays still, I might be able to fight it where it is. And I might not be able to. We'll find out. I'm going to try fighting this right here, because I think that it's kind of a cool setup to try. That's the wrong character. Okay, we need to back up a bit further.
Yes.
We're going to just hold S to get Severia up a bit. You're still in range. Okay, we're going to get ready spell undone. I'm going to try it. I've released the leech.
Help me.
But releasing the leech is also a good thing. That's not the leech behind us, I don't think. Unless I got really far away from it fast, and I did. Okay, I got away from it faster than I thought I did. Right, if I recall correctly, doesn't this require multiple setups to be able to do it? What did we do? Shit. Okay, it's following me, which is bad for me because I need to get further away from it. I get far enough away just from elevation. We are regenerating right now. Okay.
Yes.
Alright, so we're going to heal up. And then once we've healed up, we can jump up to it and hopefully get it locked in a good position instead of a bad position, and life will be good. We're gonna do this. Are you here? Why am I not taking leech damage? I think it wasn't far enough away to justify not taking any damage from leech, but... Okay. It just hit me. Okay, we need to get out. Yeah, we might need to just disengage completely out the door. Do we try to just walk out the door to save the progress that we've cleared? Or do we try to run by it? I'm gonna try to run by it. This is a bad idea. We're doing it anyway, though. Can't believe that worked. Oh my god, I think we managed to fully disengage from it. If we get killed by a single wasp sentry, I don't want to kite it back toward here because I don't want that thing moving. I want to be staying exactly where I am. So it's so fun. Okay.
Yes.
We're fine. Everything's fine. Okay. The other thing is that we should now be able to clear all of these because we've just segregated the most dangerous one out of the pack entirely. So we're no longer at an existential threat level here. We should probably be able to clear the entire set of enemies over here.
Ow!
And once we've cleared these out, we just need to clear out the leech on its own, and it's at half-life. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty perfect setup. Because you're right, we should. No, the reason I say should is because it is me, but we should be fighting the leech with full reserves. Do we have this? That's a good question. We do actually. I managed to snag Bless at some point.
Ow!
Okay. That is every enemy. We can save! I don't have to leave to save. Let's go. We're saving under dungeon. You're cursed. Are you cursed as well? Let's remove some of these curses. Wait, I can cure disease now. I completely forgot I can cure disease. Oh, so clutch. None of spell fests to you. What were you gonna cast? Jump. Okay. Can you cast? Yes. Alright, so our goal here is to get this into a position where we can fight it comfortably. And it might already be in a position where we can fight it comfortably, because I think it's stuck in the ceiling here. Do I... No. No, I don't try to... Oop. Okay. This is going to rely very heavily on this location working the way that I want it to, and it's not doing what I need it to do right now. Okay, it's coming to us. I can't do anything about this, so we're gonna die. I had other plays that I could have done, and I didn't save after curing all these things. Let's remove some of the more important ones. I'm not going to remove the diseases yet. So, let's see here. Sortira. Alright. Oh, fuck. Well, you know what? I'm just going to stand on its body because apparently that's all I can do in life. If Sortira stays up, we are okay. Sortira went down, so everybody dies. Oh, man. We did say full resources, yes. that being the case, we did also specify that it is me. That it is me. That is another thing that we clarified, I feel, pretty robustly. I'm actually trying to get it locked in, but what I really should be doing is just melee kiting it, honestly. I have enough resources to probably melee kite it successfully on the first try, and I just haven't been doing it. So let's try to do a melee kite, because if it's not getting free hits on us, like, oh, I think we have the... Oh, there we go. Yeah, we have more than enough resources to clear it with a melee kite. It's just that we need to actually start the fight doing that, and then not... The only reason that I died there was because I walked into the wall. I got myself stuck against a wall and just kept going backward instead of turning at an appropriate time. And it was at a sliver of HP. Like when it did that turn, wow. That is the second time that within 2 hits it's tagged Sortira. That's really rough. Okay. Just confirming. I'm gonna keep trying it this way because I think it's more fun. It's not often that I get to try to do a melee kite on a leech. And this is kind of a fun and interesting room setup. To do a melee kite with. So, mission successful. We have cleared the leech. And that means that we have cleared the dungeon. So, we're going to go over to inventory 4. There's a certain degree of stigma with inventory 3. So inventory 3 is the inventory for garbage most of the time. And put this over here. I didn't update my file actually. I should update the document at some point today. Make sure that that's up to date. Okay, and now we just go around on a looting spree and loot all the things. Do I want to loot all the stingers? I feel, you know what? Let's do it. We'll get all the stingers. We won't get the other things, but we will get the stingers. Oh, my stomach is growling like crazy. I had a snack instead of eating this morning because I got distracted and just didn't have time. I should have made something slightly larger. It's called stinging the camera, right? I think that's called stinging the camera. No, it's spiking the camera. Shit, that's a totally different thing. A sting is the audio cue. Damn it. No, spiking the camera is I think it's an industry term that refers to like looking directly into the camera. Because typically you don't look at the camera. It might require that you specifically like turn quickly toward it. I don't know what spiking the camera means outside of having heard people say the term and seeing what they're using it to describe. But that means that I have a general usage case that not like a definition of why they used it to describe that circumstance. So it's only kind of like a vibes-based understanding. Which is not the same as a sting, which a sting, I think, is like when the music is doing a thing, and then like I think if there's like a jump scare or something, often there will be like a sudden swap in the audio does something specific at a specific point, and I think that's an audio sting. I think they call that a sting. You dare not search because you might find out that I'm wrong, and then I'll argue about it because I'm like, oh no, I'm pretty sure I'm right, and then I'm very, very wrong. That mostly only happens with Light Magic. No, that happens all the time. That happens with everything. That's not just with Light Magic. Let's see. You know, look. If you want to learn audio-visual terms with 100% accuracy and correctness, you come to me, because I definitely know all about the industry. You know, I am an actor. I was in an HBO show. I was also in a police procedural. Both of those things are actually true. To varying degrees of leaving out some details. That is true. Typically, I like to sit around and argue about something that can be looked up, and then eventually at the end look it up. And, but only after, like, several minutes of arguing. That's my typical go-to. Is you have to earn the Google search. The weird thing is that, like, I don't even trust Google searches very much anymore because they're so full of misinformation and bullshittery that I, like, look at the Google search and I'm like, do I want to wade through all these, like, AI-written fake articles to find the information that I'm looking for? Because you can't look at Reddit for everything. Some things you need, like, an actual website. You can't just put Reddit in the thing to fix all of your Google searching problems, right? You do occasionally need to do more than that. It was funny, I was looking for something very simple yesterday, because my wife and I were talking about, we were making some joke about something about primates, and then I mentioned having opposable thumbs. And she laughed at me and said that all primates have opposable thumbs. And I was like, that doesn't sound right. I thought that was like a specific thing to specific primates. And then I was Googling it. And bear in mind, like, she's like a biology teacher. So of the two of us, she's the more credible source in that. But anyway, so she was saying that, and I was like, oh, I should Google this and figure out whether that's accurate, because this is also something that she only had like a vague idea of. And I was Googling it, and the first Google result was like lists of things with because I just Googled like opposable thumb animals, right? Like what animals have opposable thumbs. And it's like a list of animals that have opposable thumbs, and there's like a bunch of these listicle things. And the first one says New World monkeys. And I'm like, that's interesting. Specifically New World monkeys? Old World monkeys don't have opposable thumbs? And then I look at the next listicle, because I'm just glancing through like the text that Google's pulling from the document. And the next one says Old World monkeys. And I'm sitting here going, why would you list monkeys twice? Like, if the first one lists just New World monkeys, that would be surprising. But I figured probably both New World and Old World monkeys are on the list, right? Why would you bother to split them? Why would you just not say monkeys? Anyway, it was very bizarre. Yeah, it's like, oh, so monkeys, just generically. But it's also possible that one of them only had Old World and one of them only had New World monkeys on their list, right? And so, but I'm not going to trust a list that feels the need to distinguish between Old World and New World monkeys unless there's a reason to, right? Like, why? Old World means like all monkeys, and then New World is like half a dozen species of monkey, right? Like, there's not a lot of monkeys in the New World. It's a weird distinction to make the distinction between all of Afro-Eurasia and maybe Australia, right? Like, Oceania is unclear on whether you would consider Oceania New or Old World, but probably Old World. And because the issue is that I've heard people use New World to describe Oceania as well, but some people don't, right? And so, anyway, yeah. And yeah, 100%. When they say certain kinds of things, it's like, you have a fundamental misunderstanding of something that makes me concerned that you don't understand this. But this is also, bear in mind, this is also not people in this case. I'm already primed to distrust it because it's literally like a top result like Google thing, and the top results of Google are terrible now, right? Like, useful information gets really buried. Like, if you want to find, like, you know, a couple of scientists arguing about whether the little nubbins that certain monkeys have, like certain climbing monkeys that have basically deteriorated their thumb to the point where it's barely there, count as having opposable thumbs. If you want that, you're not getting that from a top Google result. But I want to see the scientists arguing about whether that counts as an opposable thumb. That's the thing I'm interested in. Yes, we're going to check our loot. First, I'm going to do the clearing of some of these status effects. Not all of them, but some of them, because I want to remember to do it before I leave, because I can actually do it now. But yes. This inventory is clear. Let's take a look at this bow. Yeah, it's very powerful and very useful. Okay. Inventory 3. This is the inventory for sale. We have a bunch of stuff here.
Useless.
Completely garbage thing. Ooh, we got a vampire ring of protection. This is a very good fire resist ring. This is resist gear. I'm actually going to put this in inventory 5. I wouldn't usually, but this is so specialized that this is something that I'm willing to invest in later for certain enemies that I would be fighting. So, actually, let's keep inventory 5 open just so that we can swap over to that when we want to. We have some garbage. We have some garbage. I'm actually just going to put all the garbage over there for now. I feel like we haven't gotten so much loot that we need to distinguish between weapons and armor.
It's useless.
Okay, we have this, which int luck, endurance might. It might be high enough level to be worth it. And yeah, I think we might as well equip this on you, maybe. No, I prefer the resist. Hey, Asher Kitty. Let's see here.
Let's leave it behind. Let's leave it behind.
Okay. It's kind of garbage. It's going pretty well. We did in fact have. I made a joke last stream about, oh, maybe there will be another leech, and that'll interfere with our plans dramatically.
Let's leave it
There was in fact another leech. There was another leech at the bottom of that dungeon. So we had 2 leeches on that side of the dungeon. It was crazy. But we got it,
How can I help you
and
today?
we then looted everything. And we haven't found anything interesting in that loot yet, but we haven't looked through all of it. And I'm deliberately not looking at the most interesting thing until we get there.
We carry only the finest.
Naturally, because I did see a piece of gear that is potentially going to be really crazy. Oh, there's a wasp stinger. I'll put that over there. Okay, so have we looked at everything in your inventory? I believe we have. So let's just make sure everything's nice and sorted. Okay. This needs to be sold. This is immunity gear. We might not have the ability to put all of the immunity gear in the same inventory anymore. It's fine. Crossbow of Thought. Sword. Okay.
We carry only the finest.
But yeah, we will see how things go with the rest of the loot.
How can I help you today?
At this point, I am almost just trolling by not going faster to
We
find
don't need this.
the cool shit. So we've got... Ooh. It is convenient to... unfortunately, there's a mine resistance.
Let's leave it behind.
It is
Let's leave it
convenient to
behind.
get the stuff done as I go, though, because then I don't have to do it again later. There is an efficiency argument to be made
How can I help you
for the
today?
way that I'm doing this right now. This is probably faster than taking care of it. Alright, so, first inventory, second inventory. I actually don't even remember which inventory that item was in, so... But, presumably... Was it this one? There we go.
Who needs it? Junk.
Longsword, longbow.
Who needs it? Who needs it? Junk.
Needs it.
Excellent.
Oh shit! This isn't even the item that I was looking at. So we've got a legendary divine amulet. This gives speed, accuracy, and of doom. Let's go. What is your necklace? Your necklace is... I like the idea of having divine protection on you. And this is a DPS piece, so let's do this. Let's do that. Give speed and accuracy to you, and then this is probably something that we can put on somebody else. Oh, we can just slap this on you. What is this? Kind of just garbage. Perfect.
This is perfect.
So we have a Vampiric Headman's Poleaxe, which has high enough damage that despite having no DPS stats on it, it's still higher DPS than the thing that you have equipped. Now, admittedly, you don't have a thing that's that crazy equipped, but if we do this, we lose a bit of DPS, but we get Vampiric. But we should probably equip this on you, because then we'll have Vampiric on both of these characters. So we do lose a sizable portion of our durability to that.
It won't fit.
That is a big durability drop. We lose a little tiny bit of DPS if we do this, but we get a huge vitality boost. I'm going to do this for now. Alright, so we got that. That's excellent.
Excellent.
We have... Oh, shit! That's another Primordial of Doom. Okay. So it's got water resistance, which isn't, like, amazing for me. But this is also kind of just garbage, so we can just equip this. And that gives us a pretty sizable boost.
Who needs it?
Just, like, carefully avoid clicking on this. That is water and body resistance, which is very bad for us, but it is primordial, which is very good for us. Let's see, I think Severia has an Arms Master piece right now, so maybe I should. This is kind of garbage. Do I have any necklaces that are... This is only an 8% increase. Severia's might is actually okay now, so I think I'm going to stick with the Arms Masterpiece for right now, just because I'd prefer to have like a specialty piece that I'm going to get rid of if I feel the need. So the 13% vitality boost. This is just a straight up... Oh, right, because this is complete garbage. Oh, baby. Unfortunately, this does have body resistance on it, which is useless to me, because we are immune to that. But this is just inferior in every way. There we go. So we also have all of this armor that I believe we're selling.
How can
I'm
I
actually
help
surprised
you
that was
today?
primordial. The actual enchantment effect on it is not very good.
How can I help you
Like
today?
having the body in particular is rough, but yeah, yeah, that was actually really good loot. We got a vampiric weapon that's actually pretty good, which is solid. The personality is not really that useful, but it even has armor class, which I think is a perfectly fine stat to have on a weapon. We're increasing our physical mitigation at the same time as getting ourselves vampiric. That's going to help us a pretty decent amount. But yeah, we are now eligible for 68 to 69. And Might Magic 8 is now at 3.96. Yeah, getting Vampiric is going to help a lot. So, like, the Vampiric also stacks, or sorry, not stacks. Vampiric scales well with the AC. The increased armor class means that my mitigation is higher, and healing has a multiplicative effect with mitigation, right? Where any healing that you have is a multiplier on your mitigation, or more accurately, your mitigation is a multiplier on your healing. Because if you take 30% less damage, each point of HP that you have is worth more. So if you heal for 10, you're getting more out of it. And I used a thing that makes it difficult to parse what the actual numbers there are because I used a bad example, and I should have used a different example that I knew how to do the math for. That's beside the point. I might actually know how to do the math for it and just have forgotten to be. I just don't. I struggle with which side of the inverse equation the a given thing is. One side's easy, one side's not. But I mean, they're both not hard, but like one of them you can trivially do on paper. Now we go to the Endless Arena. We've actually gotten a lot. We got a lot more experience out of that dungeon than I would have expected, honestly. I think it was the correct choice to do it last, though. I think that was the least valuable of them because the dungeons here were just worth a lot in general. But Might and Magic 7, so we're going to 6. So we have a pretty easy dungeon ahead of us. But before we do that, we have to go to the Endless Arena. We have not gotten the Endless Arena done in a while. Like, we got to a certain point, and then we haven't managed to progress it in a while. But then we're going to be doing Might and Magic 6, at which point we finished the Dragoons, we finished the Temple, we finished Krogan's Estate, so we might be actually finishing the last dungeon that we can do right now, because we can't do the mine. So we might be doing the last available dungeon right now, which is kind of cool. You know, I just realized that even if I had an exploit that would allow me to sneak under that door for the mine, I still wouldn't be able to consider that having completed the dungeon now that I think about it, because there's a huge spawn of enemies that happens when you open the door, and because of that, I wouldn't be able to trigger that spawn. So even if I had a thing that would allow me to get tiny to go under the door, for that particular dungeon, we still wouldn't be able to do that until we had the key. So, because I don't think that would trigger by walking through. I'm pretty sure that triggers specifically on opening the door. So, let's see. What day is it today? It's now Monday, so we have the maximum amount of time before the arena is available. That's great for us. And I think we should be able to progress the arena at least once. It's been quite a while since we progressed the arena. We've gotten a lot of levels. And I think we should be... Actually, has it been that long? Did I actually progress the arena once without realizing it? I'm not sure. Yeah, we need to buy food. We need to wait 6 days. And it will all work out great. Okay, let's save this. save this under...
Welcome. Your supplies are ready. A quiet
Tuesday,
room. A quiet
Wednesday.
welcome. A quiet welcome. A quiet room, you
Just
said.
make sure.
Welcome. A quiet
Saturday.
room, you said.
So, it's now Sunday. We have food. And we can pop over here. And the other nice thing is that we're so close that if we do manage to complete this endless arena,
Looks like it.
we should be able to do certain
This'll be
things.
fun.
I should also start doing the arena when I have access to it, the normal arena, because I think that I might now be powerful enough to handle it. And my DPS is now definitely high enough to handle... Oh, right, we completed 2 promotion quests. Because we went away from Might and Magic 8 for so long. Yeah, we've been away from 8, that's why we haven't done it. Yeah, we can comfortably stand with the weak tiers of these. And do I want to start using shared life? I don't think so. I think I'm fine to use normal healing. Shared life is very expensive, so I think we need to pull back a bit. Oh right, we probably have the boss on this, right? Can we? Oh god, I moved away. Okay. There's a summoner there, who I believe was hitting me. Okay. Okay, we are in deep shit, but the summoner's right here. Nope. Okay. I fell behind. I was too cocky there, and I fell behind on the damage thing. I think we can definitely do this.
It's a little dark in here.
And we can even be fairly aggressive with it, but we can't be quite that aggressive. We're not quite at that level yet. We need to use the space as best we can to try to funnel them to the 2 sides where possible. I'm going to pull back here now so that we can hopefully start getting them aligned over here.
We got it.
Okay, we have a shit ton on us here now. Okay, we're gonna go for this lieutenant because it's not gonna move. They don't have a lot of HP, so I really should be able to handle this very effectively now. The previous time, the problem was mostly just that we didn't have enough DPS, and now we have dramatically more DPS than we used to, so... Is that the boss?
I don't know.
It is. Just reflecting, which is a bit of a damage multiplier, but not a huge one for my party. I don't think I have a ton of elemental damage in play. Do I... No, I'm gonna... Okay. Can I lock you in here? Or no? This is a ranged attacker, so I can just... I don't need to worry about whether I'm in... whether it can attack me. I just need to worry about whether it can actually hit me. Okay. So we're healing up. We're going to basically just wait for the things to spawn on us manually. The hope is that the next sets aren't that crazy, because if this was the weakest of the groups, then we could be in very serious trouble. I do need Master Learning. Okay, these are another group of archers. They are what level? 30. These are so low level. Holy shit. This is concerning. The way that they're behaving is not getting me what I need. What I need is to be able to actually start clearing them. I think I'm actually going to go over here and hope that we can get these to rotate into this corner more effectively. This is a better place for this enemy set. We'll eventually have to go upstairs, but for right now, it lets me clear out some of them without getting completely overwhelmed by just it taking so long to clear them. Okay, I think we should be fine here. That is venomous, so we need to immediately clear that and go over here. The normal lizard. Luckily, they are physical attackers, and as physical attackers, they can miss. The question is whether I want to actually just dive this. We don't have to. It's going to stand right here. We're going to hopefully clear it out. Hopefully clear this out quick. There we go. It's done. Nobody else. I'm going to just dive these. They should rotate into me here. We're all set. Okay, so this is phase 2 done. Phase 2, I think, is easier than phase 1. In terms of the enemies are weaker than the phase 1 enemies were. They were a bit more of a pain in the ass. We got a two-handed axe and a dagger, which is very funny. Those are very good things to pick up, so I really hope that this is a successful attempt, because if it's not a successful attempt, we're gonna struggle. We'll be very sad to lose whatever it is that we're losing there. I mean, they're probably garbage, but they might actually be really good.
Got it.
Probably not that great, though, because we are actually... we are fighting fairly low-level enemies here. We might be able to progress quite a bit here, because these are pretty low-level. We might be able to get a few done. Yeah, it turns out both of them are legendaries. It's so crazy.
I don't know.
Okay, this is a swapper. I am just gonna brute force this. It's pretty low level. This is actually lower level than the Serpent Man that we fought in the dungeon itself, I think, because the bolster was sufficiently high. Oh right, that was the last of the enemies. Perfect. So we're gonna pop out here. We're going to save the game, and we can take a look at what we found.
Excellent.
So we got an amulet. This gives poison and weakness immunity, which is nice to have.
Let's leave it behind.
This is... it is a marginal DPS increase, but a
Powerful
substantial
this is.
overall loss. This is accuracy, endurance, and of infernos, so it has pretty decent stats on it.
There's no room left.
We can't use a two-handed axe in our offhand there. I think we're going to equip this in place of the Balthazar axe, because it's a very minor DPS loss, but a pretty big gain otherwise. The axe of Balthazar is going to get upgraded over time, but that's fine. Alright, we are going to save this under danger. I think that's everything we needed to do in our inventory. How are we doing on EXP? We are now eligible for 69, so that's great.
Welcome.
We are going to wait for how many?
Welcome. Welcome. A quiet room, you say.
Okay, we're now on Sunday. And we're going to check this again. I think there's a decent chance that we can clear several of these, but we are going to struggle against enemies that are at the same level as us for a while. Once we start to accumulate more masteries, it'll probably get a lot more reasonable, but we'll see. That being said, if we're fighting things like spiders, I don't think spiders are really that crazy for their level. But they do have the poison, which we can actually put on our poison immunity here to negate that aspect of the fight. poison. Some other poison. We definitely need... Oh. This. We can remove your poison. Are you poisoned? No, I don't think so. We're going to try to burn down the ones that are in play here. Oh, there are too many in play, actually. Oh, they actually just moved. Okay, I made a mistake. Alright, there's the boss. Never mind, it's just huge. It's just huge, actually. This is interesting. These don't appear to be as vulnerable to these kinds of plays. Like their center of mass versus where they rest is not super helpful for me. We might struggle this more than I think. Let's see, we do have stun skin active. What level are these? The lowest ones are 44, so there is a pretty significant increase over the previous ones. I think I'm actually going to stand in this corner. Rather than like encouraging them to come to me the other way, I am actually going to stand in this corner to basically draw them to a mixture of this location and above me. With the hope being that I can consistently get them to a couple of locations, and because they're not super overwhelming in small numbers, I can just keep the numbers down and not have too much of an issue. The problem is that the last time I got a ton of like huge spiders, and this time I'm not getting nearly as many of them, so there's not as much of it. There we go. There we go. We got at least 3. I think we have more than 3 in play. There's the boss. That is a summoner, and it does have a range attack. I'm going to just sit on this. I'm not going to sit on this. This is another thing I can stand in the way with. Okay, we have 2 huge spiders here. Unfortunately, we do very clearly have an issue where they are willing to move away from that location pretty much immediately. This one's almost dead. I'm going to try to just burn it down. Okay. It's not venomous, so it's not going to guarantee the poison on it. It's just normal levels of venomous. Okay. We're going to heal up a bit. We're going to wait a few seconds. That's the first set clear. I'm going to pour a drink, but not drink any of it. They are already here, so... Ah, more spiders. Lovely. So... It's nice, actually, because you can tell which ones are actually venomous and which ones are not, because venomous was misspelled in the monster name here. Venomous is spelled with an O, not an E. Because the original developers misspelled that, when the affix venomous is in play, you can tell because it's spelled correctly. Let's see. Yeah. I think we should be in the clear here. This pack feels weaker, honestly, than the previous one did. That's a puller. And I think we should be fine here. I shouldn't be, like, just brute forcing this thing, but... Like, I should have at least been kiting it or something, but, you know, sometimes in life you just... You gotta do things the bad way. And so that's 2 sets of spiders. We'll probably get more spiders. That would be my assumption for what's going to happen next. I'm gonna go ahead and loot this one. We got some boots. Definitely a very powerful slot for us. And we've got skeletons. It's an interesting thing to run into here. So I probably should... Oh, there's a skeleton lord in play? Where is it? It's probably downstairs. I probably just released it.
I don't know.
Okay, hopefully I can get close enough to the corner to lock these in. I can't go down that side. We have to go down this side. I think this might be an overwhelming force, honestly. I'm going to pull away. One thing that I do need to remember is that my party is not dependent on lifesteal to heal the way that my previous party was. And because it's not dependent on the lifesteal to heal, disengaging is actually a very powerful tool in my toolkit. And you can disengage fairly effectively in these dungeons. So rather than trying to just brute force these the way that I have been to a degree, that was way more than the 2 enemies that I thought was in there. Ooh boy. Let's see. I'm basically just going to look for another corner I can play with. They're not actually fast enough to like consistently beat on me from behind. And these are the last enemies. There's a leech. One of these, the boss is a leech. Oh no. The boss is a fucking leech. That's an issue. The fact that the boss is a leech is gonna screw me up considerably. I'm gonna pop into this corner and just start hitting things a little bit. And then we're going to run like hell when the mass swarm shows up, because they are, again, they're slow. They're like, they don't have a ranged attack. They're fairly slow. I think I can manage something of a kite here. Unfortunately, the leech is gonna really put a rain on my parade in a major way. Shit. Of the enemy types for the run like hell strategy that I was doing there, a leech might actually be the worst case scenario. We might be able to make that work.
Looks like this one's alright.
If not for the leech effect, I think we would have been in an okay shape there. Because the leech doesn't even have to reach us to do damage to us. It just has to get kind of close to us. And it is going to hurt our healing throughput on multiple levels, because it reduces our mana and it reduces our HP.
Got it.
I'm honestly going to see if I can just stand in this corner the entire time. I don't think that I can, but it would certainly be convenient. Okay. Yeah, if we have too much of a problem with the your thorns, lovely. So our strategy of just standing here is definitely not going to stand up to a thorns enemy.
Help me.
So what I can do here is wait for you to come to me. Okay, we got the thorns. Yeah, these are pretty fucking weak, honestly. I definitely need to get into the higher endless. I haven't been aggressive in my pushes here, and I think that we've established that this is feasible and that we definitely should do it. I just don't want to spend a huge amount of every stream doing the endless arena. You know, like I would like to do other things. just takes a while to clear through them all. Okay. I think if we don't succeed this time, we're probably going to do only like one more. These ones are not actually venomous, so or not venomous. But these are not ranged. So my hope here is that, unlike the other ones, I can lock them in to a position where they can't hit me. But it doesn't look like that worked there. How are we going to handle this? We're going to activate this now. We're not going to worry about it. We're just going to stand in this corner. We didn't stand in the corner last time. This will hopefully improve our early DPS a bit and enable a safer transition. But you can see that the transition is so fast. We have such a fast transition that we really are going to struggle with this, I think. Okay, we can't drop off that side. We're just going to run and basically try to set up again, I guess, if possible. I don't know how feasible it is to set back up over there, but we're going to try it. If I can get... Did that... Yes, it did! Perfect. I walked way too close to the edge there. Okay. Okay. Bring that down. And we have...
I'm badly hurt.
I'm going to interfere with their follow a little bit here. Because the other thing is that we don't want them following us on a very set trajectory for too long. One of the problems we ran into in the other one was that there were so many that were so close to us that as soon as one was on us, they were basically all on us, right? Which is not how we want this to go. We want there to be at least some that are clearable. Okay, I think what I might end up doing
But a scratch.
is, and I think that this might be a good way to handle the overall flow, because we've run into a situation where we tend to clear multiple at once and then don't do any for a really long time. I think what I might end up doing is giving myself exactly 5 attempts every time I come here, and I have to do 5 attempts each time, even if it doesn't seem terribly feasible. And then once I've done my 5 attempts, we're done. But also that we are, if we succeed at 1, we continue going, but we only do 1 attempt on the next level. So, like, we basically get a sneak peek of whatever's next, but we don't, like, we don't dedicate a huge amount of time to it, and we actually just locked pretty much the entire pack right here, so this is over. That's amazing. They are going to leak over time, but hopefully we can kill the puller before it comes into play at all. It's not hit us once. I didn't even know there was a puller in this pack, and if it hit me, I would know.
Got him.
Perfect. So, we have a huge pile of skeletons here to clear. We can just get that done quick.
Oh, yes.
Okay. 100% cleared. We're in the green. We got some gauntlets, and level 7 is completed. So, we've completed 2 of these. Because I've already failed once at the previous one, I am going to institute that rule. We're not even going to do our sneak peek of the next one, I think. Just because I do want to move
However,
on with
this is.
other stuff. You know what? That is a pretty big durability boost for a very minor drop in damage. I'm happy with that.
Now this
We have a
will
belt that's not bad. This is very not bad, actually. This is a huge boost to everything. And just equip this because it allows us to get rid of a quite weak item. And you now have personality belt. Okay, so mission successful. So we've got that done. We are going to save the game. We are going to head over to the armor store,
we can outfit.
and everything that we just have exposed right now that I think is fairly weak, we are going to just toss. And I think we can toss you. I'm going to hold on to this because this is very good itemization. We have... Okay, that's done. I can toss this stinger. We're not going to hold on to this forever. I forgot to turn that in while I was in Alvar.
Our axes.
Okay. And sell. Any weapons that we need to sell over here. Hold on to this for right now. Again, that character can't use a two-hander yet, so like what my offhand for that character is going to be is a bit up in the air. So, we finished here. And we have Might Magic 6 to go to. And that should go pretty smoothly. I don't anticipate the rogues being that difficult to deal with. They're all melee damage. They're all physical damage. And my characters right now are pretty solid at dealing with both of those types of thing. So we're going to pop over here. We're just going to walk over to Iron Fist. I think we are... I don't think we have a quest to turn or anything like that. Yeah. So we don't have any NPCs following us around because we did complete this Crusader quest. And we should be golden over here. Let's see, we go here, get the thing done. This is a very tiny dungeon as well, so we'll be able to just pop over and obliterate the... It's a Sunday. You know what? We're going to try the arena over here. I did just say that I think that the arena might be a little bit more viable now because we are certainly eligible for level 69, which is pretty nice.
Need a ride? Hitch up the horses.
What lies
Let's see if this is feasible. Wait, what?
Come on, let's go in.
Did that just say endless arena?
I don't know.
Why are we in an endless arena? Wait, what? The endless arena, I think, is only supposed to be available from 8.
Need a ride? Hitch up the horses.
It's a little dark.
Oh, okay, that got confused. There's a dragon. Okay. You know what? This is gonna be fine. Oh, wow. Okay, the person that I would need to jump to get into a slightly safer position is not capable of doing so because they're unconscious instantly. Negative 700. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna go the way that I'd like it to go. I feel like this is gonna go very badly. I can't just jump across the thing. And we have varying levels of enemies in play. We still haven't died, technically. But we're about to. This is level 50. Chaos Guardian's level 50. If I go into range to get hit by the ranged enemies, I think I just die pretty much instantly. So... You know, this might have been feasible. I think there was only one enemy that was just fully insta-giving us there. Let's try this a couple more times. I know that we just did a bunch of arena stuff, but we're going to make a couple more attempts here, because again, we are getting to the point where we should be able to handle these things, even if we can't, you know? The warriors are pretty low tier. The vampires are pretty low. The minotaurs are a mediocre level. Okay, we might. I think we've got this. We've got this a lot. If the Plains Overlord is the, we've got more than one. Oh shit! Wrong button. I pressed S instead of. Oh god. Oh well. I'm probably bounced. It's amazing what happens when you press S instead of E one time. It's pretty bad to hit a heal instead of a jump. You know, these are very different things. Oh wait, I can get up on the roof. Oh boy. If I can get up on the roof, that changes things. Yeah, they're gonna definitely need to fix the ability to get into the other arena from here, probably. Because if you can do the Endless Arena here, and you can get on the roof here, that's actually an issue. That is on the bottom, not on the top. God damn it. I didn't pay close enough attention to the location of that. So, I think we should be okay here. We have the Gazer as the only ranged attacker right now, I think. Because, like, vampires have a spell, but the spell they have is a melee range spell. Oh, it did teleport me to the other arena? Okay, never mind then.
No match for me.
Oh, the monsters can no longer resurrect. That's convenient for us. Okay, we got the first of those down. That's a big deal. Did we get the other one down already? Oh, did we already kill this? Okay, we are 1/5 of the way through the thing. The night quest. Okay. So, that is a good proof of concept. The first time we were getting really crushed, there's gonna be, I think, like one enemy type in there that's just gonna be really crazy. But we should now be able to handle... Basically, before it was like 70% of the enemies were just completely out of control, ridiculous level. Now it's like, okay, some of these are out of control, going to hit you for an absurd amount of damage. but there's only going to be a few of them in the pack, probably. So if there's only a few of them in the pack, that's very reasonable. We should be doing that every time we arrive in a place on a Sunday that we can do that.
What lies
We're not going to, like... Wait. Okay, we did not get enough experience off of that to change the fact that we need to do Might Magic 6 first. We are still... We are still in the correct location. Okay. So I believe we can pretty comfortably fight these. That was a pretty large pack to just kind of like sit on the way that we did. And if we can kind of just sit on a pack like that, I think we'll be mostly okay. I'm just going to dive forward. Okay, just a couple enemies here. Easy enough. Okay. Hop over here, open this door, walk over to this corner. I would like, if possible, to do this very quickly and smoothly. Since it's a pretty low-level dungeon, I just want to get it done very fast. Once we finish this, we'll have a quest turn in a new Sorpigal, and then we will probably... Yeah, after that we'll be going back to Might Magic 7 to Tatalia, where the next place that we're doing is the Wine Cellar. Definitely. Wine Cellar is definitely next on the list. We've actually cleared half of Tatalia already. Which is actually really crazy. The fact that we've already cleared half of Tatalia means that we're very close to getting Master Dodge.
We don't need this.
I believe. Unless I'm wrong about the way that that mechanic works. In which case... we'll be in for a sad time.
No match for me.
Okay.
Let's leave it behind. I can't carry anymore. We don't need this. Let's leave it behind. I can't carry anymore.
Okay. Let's going to try to swap everyone to a mostly fresh inventory. That works fine. Get this done. Okay. Already looted you. Moving on. Alright. So, continuing with speed. There's another pack over there. This is a fairly weak spawn of this dungeon as well, I guess. Maybe not. I think there were quite a few of the top tier thieves. The brigands have been particularly weak, but the...
We don't need this.
Okay, these are... This is like a preset chest, so that's not going to bolster at all. Peekaboo. Okay, this is a pretty dangerous pack. Okay. Clear you out. Easy peasy. Next on our agenda. Okay, probably didn't need the... You know what I should do? I should pick a character at the start of every dungeon and have that character just take every barrel, just for the hell of it. I think that's what I'm going to do. This dungeon is Severia. we're going to take every barrel of the Severia for no reason other than it's too much of a waste of time to, you know, micromanage the +2. Did I forget to hit a switch? I'm trying to remember where the switch is. Is it here? Or is it just that it kind of glitched? I hit a switch and just... Nope, I do need to switch somewhere. Okay. Fully blind. Alright, we have a very large brigand pack, actually. So we have one top tier. And some of these have leaked to the side in a way that they're going to hit me the entire time I'm here. I'm just going to stand like this, because I think the top tier... never mind, I was wrong. The top tier is, in fact, in this pack that's hitting me. It's fine. It's very cool having the lifesteal effect coming out. Look how much we're regenning with Ulrich when we get those hits out. Very nice. That is a leech rogue. Oh, how fucking dare! Oh, okay, we need to pull out. Okay, if we die to this, oh wait, where am I? Oh fuck! I went in the wrong fucking room.
Looks like it's up to me.
I could have saved at any time. I could have saved it literally any time, and I then walked into the wrong room. That is so embarrassing. Oh my god. That was like the last room in the entire dungeon. I could have saved. If I was at the northeast corner, 100% could have saved. On the plus side, we're kind of front-loading the boss here. So... Center. Okay, we should be fine here. We clear out all of these. But yeah, the disrespect that I paid to these enemies to just not... I have 5 food I could have saved in the corner. Didn't we get past 65% too? Like, we could have walked out the door if we really needed to. Very rough. Very unfortunate. Okay, we have a nice big pack of brigands this time. They are going to start beating us immediately. Kill the ones that leak. The rest. There we go. You open you. Just stand there and eat those hits. We're at 30% already. So my guess is that we're front-loading the really big packs, and that the back is going to be not that big a deal. Well, maybe not. I mean, this is actually fairly on point for how much
is it?
we've completed a bit. 38% is pretty high for this room, I think. Hard to say. Nice. Severia's getting all of the barrels. We've established that. Okay, we got one enemy there.
It's useless.
It's useless. In this
We
chest,
don't need this.
nothing of interest. Open this. We have a ruffian here that we can fight immediately. We have a huge pack of this room. Holy shit. Okay. So we have a brigand visible immediately. They've definitely started leaking forward to a position where this is not a great corner for me now. But that's okay. Oh shit, okay. Yeah, I was like, you know what, I guess I was wrong. This first half of this dungeon maybe doesn't have that much in it because, you know, we're getting close to finishing this room and we're only going to be at like exactly 50%. If that. Like, we might not get there. And then I look again and I'm like, oh wait, there are still so many of these left. This room is so densely packed. Holy shit. Alright, so we're at 60%. Not too
We don't
shabby.
need this.
Open this. And these have vision on me for some reason. Whoa. There's gonna be nobody in any of these doors. So we're at the point where we can leave. And we haven't even cleared probably half of this pack yet.
No match for me.
It's 10:40. We have plenty of time. Okay. 74%. Let's go. And do we... Yeah, let's open this door. Honestly, pretty big pack. I'm pretty happy with how this has gone. The fact that we had to reload here is going to give us so much more experience. The previous time we did not have anywhere near this many enemies. I'm pretty sure we're going to have another boss by the end of this. Like, I could be wrong. This is a really tiny dungeon. But, like... this room on its own has at least 10 enemies in it, I think. So getting to 60 doesn't seem that hard. We just need, you know, 6 rooms with this many enemies in it. Okay. This is an empty room, though, I think. Yes. So I think there's only one aggro on me right now. I might be able to go into that place and save right now. So I probably should have checked if I could just go into the back corner and save. We did aggro those, so we're probably not going to get there. Yeah, we can save. So we're going to go ahead and save this under dungeon, which we should have done the first time. We've now gotten a shit ton of extra experience over that time, though, I think. Because, honestly, outside of this pack, I feel like every pack was really big. I don't feel like we had any little packs. So we still have 13% left. And it's 13% in this room, I guess. So yeah, this was just a generically quite
It is but a scratch.
big seed, where we just had quite a lot of enemies. I like it. I like it quite a lot. To the road. Is there a rigging here? I don't remember if there was a mixed back in here. It's presumably just part of a whole group. Are you 2%? No? Where are the other enemies? Huh.
We don't need this. We don't need this. Let's leave it behind. We don't need this. We don't need this.
Wait, what am I missing? There's not enemies in the final room, I don't think. Oh.
I've never seen one before.
I somehow managed to hit the switch here and never aggro that enemy. Which I guess is pretty funny. Alright. So, mission successful. Okay. We can pop back to New Sorpigal, go to the town center, and we can turn it. Let's see how much... You know, we're not going to. We're going to just go back to New Sorpigal first. We will take a nap, and then we will check what we can train to. Because we're definitely going to Might and Magic 7 next. There's no way that this is worth less than 30% of a level or whatever the difference was between these two. And that will get us to... Might Magic 7. Oh, we're doing the wine cellar. That's going to be interesting. That is going to be very interesting. Ooh-hoo-hoo. So it is Saturday. We are going to... I guess I can kind of just wait until dawn. I don't need to use the inn, but we're going to use the inn anyway.
Hello, come on in.
Because we can't turn in.
Hello, come on in. Enjoy your stay.
Until tomorrow. Okay.
I need your help.
Okay. Safer. Lizard Wizard. That would have been convenient to have before I did the thing. I can't
I need your help.
take credit for it after the fact, right? Yeah, doing that bounty quest is interesting. I'm wondering if you can like reload the bounties, because it would be nice to get the bounties done as soon as possible. And interestingly enough, we're coming back to Might and Magic 6 before we go back to Might and Magic 8, which means that we're going to be getting to Freehaven very soon. Just give me 1 second. We're going to go over to my little document that has all my routing information, and I want to make sure that I am up to date on this. So, Caps Lock on, Dragoon is done, Shadow Guild is done, Wasps are done. We have... Oh, we also have the Stronghold. So, Wine Cellar versus Stronghold. I feel like both of them are fairly small. I feel like the Wine Cellar might be higher level. It's fairly decently populated. There's a few like Master of the Sword type enemies in the other place, but I don't know how densely populated it is. So I feel like I'm going to do the Wine Cellar next, in part just because I know that it's going to be the harder of the two. So I think we'll do Wine Cellar into Stronghold into Caverns. I think that's how we're going to handle it. Okay, so if you reload, the bounty will be reset. So like one strategy for dealing with the bounty quest, because you get experience from it, which presumably will add to your bolster, and I'd like to get that done ASAP in theory. In practice, I'm not going to do this because it's just not appropriate for the stream, and going really hard on the rules of a run for something like this is something that I would want to do after I've developed the basics first. But the probably optimal strategy would be to look at the bounty boards at the very beginning and get a bounty that you can immediately do, reload if you can't do it, like immediately meaning at that exact moment. You basically get that done each time, so when you get to here, you do the first bounty here. When you get to Might Magic 6, you do the first bounty there, and you get the bounties done in that aggressive a fashion, all the way up to the point where you have finished the bounty hunter quest. Once you've done that, you don't have to worry about bounties ever again. But that would probably be the way to... Why did I go to Jadaim? Jadaim is not... Tagarik is my magic system. Alright, we're not supposed to be here. We went to the wrong place. I got distracted. This does not count as a visit, so I don't have to go to the thinger. So, we need to go to Tatalia. This is a Sunday. Are we going to do the arena? We're gonna do the arena, because it's Sunday. Nice. Alright, we're gonna... we only have a few night level arenas that we need to get done. We hypothetically could do the arena a bunch of times during the run. Like, that's an option that we have in play. Let's take a look at all these enemies. So we have soldiers, they're level 24. We have devils, they're level 50. We have a hydra that's level 55. Lightning lizards that are level 50. Everything here except the assassin droid that can instigate multiple party members in a single hit looks fairly reasonable. But I'm probably just going to get wiped here, because while they individually look pretty reasonable in collective, I don't think I have a real answer to this. Okay. Yes, we have Merge Mod, and then we're doing another mod that's built onto Merge Mod. So, I actually got you up. I could have actually done the thing. I think we might have been able to make that work.
Today?
I don't think that was an unwinnable collection. Hey, Rosette and Gypsy Claw. Okay, we have a slime. I'm going to pop up here. Let's see, how many... that is multiple Masters of the Sword. That's a little bit terrifying. And they are question mark level. That's suboptimal for me. Let's see if I can fight this thing. Maybe. How old are you? 38? Alright. Alright, we've made our arena attempt. I'm not going to continue doing that for right now, because we've done so much arena today. And I love the arena, but I also would like to progress with the game. We've done so much arena today. Yeah, it's a good series, and the Merge Mod is, like, kind of a fun way to interact with them, because they are a game series where like you can scale to pretty high level. Like the scaling mechanics exist within the systems already to do like high level play, and the modding community has gotten really good over the years. The modding community now is really, really impressive, and the MAW mod that we're doing right now is like really, really cool and really impressive. I've done both the Might and Magic 6 version of it, which was very good, and this one, and they're both really solid. I've been very happy with it. Let's see here. We are eligible for 70. Are we gonna level up before we walk in here? No, because
It's worthless.
we are gonna look at our loot. Hey, Malekith. Speak of the devil. I was just talking about how I enjoy the two mods. Someone was asking about the mods. Okay, so we have some Inferno Bats here. I'm currently in an unsafe position. And that Speaker for the Dead got barely wounded just now. We've got to take a step forward immediately, I believe. I believe there's something like this, maybe? Nope.
What is it?
Definitely not. Let's see here. I'm gonna see if I can find the positioning that we got there, because the positioning that we got that one time worked
Like this one's
perfectly.
all right.
Was it just simple? No, it's not, because they're moving still. So it's definitely not that. But we had a position that was safe, I believe.
My weapons are ready.
Here, maybe? Don't like the fact that you're walking right by me, friend. Could you not? This thing is going to kill me, right? Like, a single necromancer can just wipe the floor with me at this point, I think. So we need to figure out... Okay! Actually? Okay. And that unfortunately means that this is a very weak variant on the dungeon. Well, where are the Inferno Bats now? I can't even identify the giant bats. God, I need to get expert identify monster. It's not gonna happen for so long. Severe. Severe is just so very injured. Okay, so everything's going fine. This is gonna work out great for us. And there's a few more bats. And then once we've cleared out these bats, that's the entire dungeon, right? I mean, it's a wine cellar. It can't be any bigger than that. It's just this one room. So once we clear out these bats, we're all in the clear. Nothing dangerous will happen. Don't listen to those weird noises. That's just a weird noise the bats are making. It's not like a different type of creature making weird noises in a deeper sub-level of this wine cellar or anything like that. 100% we're in perfect safety. It is known. Okay. Oh, that's a suspicious looking wine rack. Oh, did somebody just come through the wall? Oh god, somebody came through the wall. Oh, I'm in deep shit. We're through what wall? I must not have seen it. They couldn't have come through a wall. There's no wall for them to come through. That's crazy talk. It's a bat. How is it gonna fly through a wall? Doesn't even make sense. I'm just making up nonsense at this point. I don't know why I'm attacking the wine racks randomly. There's absolutely
Let's
no
leave it
reason to
behind.
do so.
We don't
Okay.
need this.
Okay. Okay, we need to cure weakness. And this is going to be fine. Just walk right up here for no apparent reason. Hey, look at that! There was some wine there. Except there wasn't. I wonder why there wasn't any wine on that wine rack. Oh, I wonder where this bat came from. This is fine. Wait, did my percent just drop? Oh God! Why? No, 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 nope. Please, if that fucking hits Sortira, if that like roaming pile of darkness. Whew. Wow, I sure don't know where this necromancer could have possibly come from. There's certainly nowhere else in this dungeon. Dungeon, what am I saying? It's just a wine cellar. It's a wine cellar where we killed the owner, and now the owner's sister has come over to us because she's pissed off because we, like, randomly murdered the owner of this house, who was just hanging out. This is a problem because if she uses her Toxic Cloud ability, or she uses her normal ability because she just hit me, that can hit me. So if I don't have a place that I can attack her where she can't see me, I run the risk of getting gibbed, but we're okay. She actually went down pretty fast, you know? These sisters were, you know, a little bit more dangerous than I expected, but that's fine. Yeah, there's got to be a hole. That's what it is. You know what? I'm doing them a favor. What actually happened is that person fell through a hole in the roof. We're the building inspectors. We're here to help them out.
Let's leave it behind.
Okay, let's advance our channel of health. Huh. This cellar is slightly larger than I think we might be okay here. I don't know how effectively we can fight the... not effectively enough. We need to get out. Okay. We're getting up here. We're going to get into this corner. Oh, we're fucked. Oh, we're fully fucked. That corner was not going to work for that part. Okay. Well, you know, this hole in the ceiling is really causing problems. You know, they should really get a building inspector in here.
Come on, let's go in.
That is so many bats. Okay. Alright, Speaker for the Dead is locked in. I'm going to go ahead and activate double speed while we do this. So we're going to need a better corner to play with than either of these. The Necromancers actually might be the most dangerous enemies in here, weirdly. The, Not the Necromancer classification, I mean the actual Necromancers, because they use Toxic Cloud, which bounces, and the bounce effect is going to really mess with me. The one that was over here could have, at any time, when I was, like, you know, peeking, if it attacks me during the wrong portion of the peak, it will have an angle that it knocks it into me, probably. So that's obviously a concern. But this is all going fine so far. You know, being a building inspector can be really hard and difficult sometimes. Man, imagine if we had a really big pack of Necromancers right at the beginning here, and we actually knew where to stand and did the right things. This is actually a small enough dungeon. I think I probably, in the future, am going to do this differently. We are going to get obliterated here. If we stand here, we're going to stand on the other side of this wine rack. This might get the job done. Okay. One of the two people who can cure that effect is the one who got targeted there. Who's hitting us? Or was that just... that's the hitting there. Okay, we're fine. So this corner is a good corner. This might get the job done. It has all of the characteristics that you love in a great corner.
Got it.
Safety, security, ability to deal with both ranged and melee attackers. Though again, the necromancers, if there was one in this pack, could potentially kill me anyway. I think this is just speakers. I'd like to be able to hit them when they're not raising their hands, so let's see this. I think we're in a good position now. Alright, once we've cleared out these, this building inspection will be pretty close to them. I should probably put it on double speed for this, but... Oh, whoa, there's a lot of these. Oh shit, that hit me. There's... Oh my god, there's another one here? Okay, there were 4 in that pile there. I thought there were 2. So there's a... Oh! Fuck! Well, you know, that... Oh wait, that's Dragon Breath. Oh, that's an issue. A Dragon Breath might hit me around the corner. That might hit me around this corner. The position that we thought was safe might not be safe against this enemy in particular. Oh god, did you just cast Bane Reflection? How dare you. I'm gonna just heal up a bit because I want to get to the point where I can heal Sortira. There we go. Luckily, I can go really deep in this corner because I'm only going parallel to them. With their current position, I don't have to do anything funky. I'm not 100% positive I can survive a Dragon Breath, so even though Sortira is in a position where it makes sense to test, we definitely can get hit by a Dragon Breath while we're exposed. Because that was a Dragon Breath, and I'm glad that I have been avoiding exposure. We are... gonna be waiting on health for a little bit here. Do 1100. Do I want to jump out there again before... I don't think so. It only gets to take like 1 more, maybe 2 more heal. Yeah, it's 1 more heal. Then we can dump a little bit of healing to keep you in a good position so that you don't knock yourself out. And yeah, it's moved actually. So that's good to know. Shit. I might be in such deep shit here. This thing has moved into a position that I do not want it in. Ooh, this is a bad spot right now. Because of the fact that it hit with that AoE again immediately, I'm not able to like get a good idea of what we need here. I could wait on shared life mana, and I think that's probably what I should do. There's one more heal. Won't cut it. This is 93 mana. But 2 more will. So, but it is. I have 2 people who are. I should have waited. Okay, we got Torchlight again. Sortira is at full HP. So that missed. That one's toast. There's some more here. Is it more Queens of the Dead? That's a ghost. We're still in the red. It's another ghost. We're 52% right now. Okay. I do still think that this is a pretty good location to fight in general. Both for dealing with melees and for dealing with the casters. The only issue is going to be that the AoE specifically can tag us around the corner. But these are summons. Not a big issue right now, but they are something of an issue. These are all enemies that I think were spawned before. I don't think these are new. I think these are things that were spawned earlier, and they were spawned while the necromancers were on their way here. So we're almost to 65%. If we can get to 65%, then we'll be almost there. Yeah, there's so many oh, right, these are the specters that were summoned by the Fingers, I think. The Queen of the... or Speaker for the Dead. Okay. We have 2 of the... I honestly should probably just walk out. And I'm probably going to soon. Once I clear up this Spectre, which is now gone, we are going to walk out of here. Vampire family house. What vampire family house? There's no vampires here. There's just a delightful group of people hanging out, doing their thing, trying to live their best life. Okay, we just aggroed all of the inhabitants of the house. Oh, hello. Oh, look at that, there's a vampire here. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Certainly not me. I had no idea. It's Uncle Steve! Hey, Uncle Steve! We can check how strong this vampire is once we have killed it. Okay. That is unknown level. I think this might be a good corner. This is an aggressive play that only makes sense because of the fact we've already saved. Okay, we have a Necromancer here and a couple of Shades. We can use this corner pretty effectively, I think. There we go. Now, this Necromancer we do have to deal with the Ricochet with. Because that Ricochet can just kill us. That one did not, luckily. Okay. It's not bouncing anywhere near us, but that's a very different trajectory than the first one took. So, we'll see. Okay.
Let's leave it behind.
Okay, dagger here. I'm not going to open that. Okay, there's a door there. By which I mean there's a bird. Look at that, it's a bird. Or something. Door? Why would there be more doors? So we've opened up this prison cell. You're free to leave. And we are going to... I think we're going to go save before we open that final... You know what? We're going to go save. Because there's nothing else here. We haven't finished our inspection, but we might as well save. Because, you know, this has been a much more dangerous wine inspection than I thought. We weren't even here to check the structural integrity of the house. We were... Well, I don't even know what killed me there. You know, this masonry is very deadly. Apparently, the masonry just fully murdered my paladin. That's pretty intense. We haven't had to deal with stuff like that since the Durger dungeon where we had to deal with those boulders. Okay, we do have some bats here, and we can be safe over here. If this is just bats, I'm going to stand here for a little bit, but holy shit. Commoniton taking so much damage. And soon, Commoniton isn't going to be taking damage like that anymore. Commoniton is going to be able to take hits pretty quickly. We're getting so close. We're not going to be able to get GM for a while, but we'll be able to get dodging up to master. And that will... Okay, this particular piece of masonry, because we still haven't seen anything other than masonry, this particular piece of masonry that we just saw in the dialogue box there is definitely the thing that murdered me so quickly the last time. And I think that has a pseudo AoE. You know, as masonry does. Masonry is as masonry does, so... Concerning. Very concerning. I'm concerned about the fact that I'm not hitting the things that I'm hearing attack me. So I'm not getting line of sight on anything of value. There we go. That was a 5,000 damage hit? What the fuck was that? Oh, right. Right, because we have that legendary. And, you know, masonry has a lot of HP, so that makes sense. A percent damage legendary would be super effective against masonry. Okay. Severia is going to help us deal with this issue pretty quickly. So you can tell that we're really not super close to killing it, just based off the fact that we're still hitting it for several 1,000 damage. Okay, the crits are hitting for 3,000 now, so we should be getting some progress here. When Severia stops critting for harder than Cortal, you'll know that this thing is almost dead, you know? We're at 82%. There's 18% of their enemy HP in just this room in front of us. A little bit of masonry is causing some problems. Yeah, Spirit Lash hits really hard, I believe. I don't know if it still does spirit damage, or just like untyped damage, but I think it hits really hard. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Severia's critting for 800 now, which is a lot lower than 4,000 or whatever. It is very funny to be like fighting an enemy. Yeah, it is attacking. Like, I have confirmation that it's attacking. So I do have to keep...
No match for me.
There we go. Okay. We have vision on another... Wow, we can almost see an enemy. This is going to take a while. Oh boy. One of them just moved. Horrifying. There's just so many here. And I have no idea when they're getting, like, vision on me. Because there's, like, no correlation between my vision and when I get vision, much less when they get vision. Super Vampire. Oh, yeah, I remember the other thing that exists here. I am not just a vampire. I am a super vampire. Okay, we got the Elder down. So now we just have a Super Vampire. Nope, never mind. We also have a Vampire Bat and a normal Vampire. It's possible that the normal Vampire has the ability to insta-give Sortira. I think there's a very high chance that the Super Vampire can. There's another Elder as well. Because of course there is. Yeah, if we can get this Super Vampire down at the very least, I'll be a lot less spooked. This is very much... This has like a Erathia Castle vibes. Okay. Okay. We're making progress. Not not making progress that fast, though, honestly. We're still at 91%. There we go, there's 93. There might only be one vampire left.
No match for me.
Though I guess there might not be any vampires, because it's not like we've seen any actual evidence of vampires, really. We saw a couple of arms, but we certainly haven't seen any super strong indication of any sort of critter controlling them. Okay, well, shit. There we go. So we can get vision on you. We're in a completely new behavioral pattern, though. I am worried that there's a risk of getting hit by this. Hopefully this is the last thing in this pack. We have more here, but not already pre-pulled. So I'm actually going to go save. I don't know what's left, but whatever it is that's left,
Now
it can wait. We're gonna save the game. And I don't know, y'all. This place feels pretty dangerous. I think we might have to condemn this place. This... Okay, this is the only passageway in this entire cellar that gets a clean bill of health from a public safety perspective. It's the only part of this place that seems particularly safe. Okay. So we're gonna go here. So, loot the vampire.
This is nice.
Okay.
This
place has level 70 required
We don't need
gear in it. I certainly like that. It's so nice getting all this gear that we literally just can't use because it's too high level.
Ah, how lucky. Ah.
I mean, we'll be able to use it
It's
almost
useless.
immediately in this case because level 70 is... We can train to that by now.
We don't need this. It's of no use to me.
Okay.
We don't need this. Ooh.
Ah, nice.
Let's leave it behind.
Subconscious immunity. Alright. So, there's nothing I can do with this place yet. Okay. That's a special something? Interesting. It's probably a special cloak, like a vampire cloak or something. Okay. We're gonna loot all these. Loot this. Loot this. Check what this is. There's some gold stashed behind this place.
Ooh.
We have a Primordial Royal Leather Protection, which I actually really like. That's a good set of stats. This is
Very weak.
a crown, and as a crown, I'm strongly negatively predisposed to it, even though it might be pretty high stats. We're gonna pop outside. We're gonna save the game. And we're going to save under test because we've cleared out that dungeon. So, we are eligible for 71. We can go back to Might and Magic 6 now. And then we can come back here. We're actually really far ahead in 8 for right now. And 8 will allow us to go to a new area, but so will all the other places.
This is nice.
So this requires level 68. What? We are so far behind. We need to train. This is Vampire's Cloak, which is kind of dull. This is a hat that actually has, honestly, not bad stats on it. But
It's worthless.
which I don't think we need anyway. We have a shield here that I don't even remember looting. And, alright. So, nothing too interesting out of that place. I am going to get rid of that chain. I don't think we need this hat. We already have enough disarm. So, we can actually just put the weapons in there too. Not worry about it too much. This is not going to be an upgrade, is it? No. Let's see.
There's no room.
Okay. I stand corrected. Oh wait, no. We want to hold on to this. We just can't equip it yet. Alright. I don't think we're going to be equipping this. Poison and weakness immunity is nice, but it's not nice enough to justify doing that right now, I don't think. Alright. We are going to dig a little bit into our inventories just to see if I picked anything up.
Ooh,
We did. So we have this, which is not interesting despite the noises that Severia is making. Don't trust her.
Now
We
this
have
will
a
do.
ancient field hammer of ascension. We have a darkness mace. Wow. That's pretty funny that we have a mace of darkness. But we have established that we are not intending to use maces this run, just because the paralysis effect is really good. And so maces are a very good weapon type. But for my purposes right now, I would just prefer to not have the RNG factor of the paralyze play a role
Come
in
right away.
in any of the fights, because I was fairly reliant on that RNG in the previous thing, and I don't want to do that this time. So we can pop over here, and we can clear out the exterior of Erathia. Not Erathia. We can clear out the exterior of Freehaven. Once we've cleared out the exterior of Freehaven, we also have one quest to turn in there. We also have the ability to get to master bodybuilding, and we potentially have the ability to get a bunch of other stuff as well. I think we'll have access to Grandmaster Dagger. Maybe not. I think that might be where the expert dagger trainer is, not the master. But in Might Magic 6, apparently in Merge, if someone is the master trainer, they can also teach you Grandmastery. So, with that being the case, if I get any master trainers there, like Master Bodybuilding, GM Bodybuilding is available there. We'll be able to get some really good boosts out the second that we do this, because luckily the exterior is a pretty easy area for Freehaven, because we do need to clear out the exterior before we want to turn in our quest that we have there, and it would be very unfortunate if the exterior was going to be really hard to clear. But it should be fairly simple to clear out the exterior there. And go about our business. Did I walk past the thing? Which one's Enroth? Are you Enroth? Okay. So, we're popping over here. Let's save this under... Actually, we'll save over here under Cellar Done. And we are almost done now with the intro, like with our opening gambit. Our opening gambit's almost done. We have we're about to hit Freehaven, as in we're going to Freehaven right now. We have confirm that we are. Yeah, so we're going to Freehaven right now, and Freehaven will give us access to the Knight promotion, which is going to promote Kortal and Komanatin. Both of them promote off of Knight, so that's going to be a big deal. I'm very excited for getting that promotion done. In addition, we get access to Master Bodybuilding, which several people have access to already, I believe. And we have access to a bunch of other stuff. But then, in addition to that, Freehaven gives us a bunch of good stuff. But we're also very close to leaving Tatalia, and the next we're like almost done with Tatalia. We have like one dungeon left, and then in addition to being almost done with Tatalia. This hasn't been changed for 8, has it? Oh god. Does merge mod break this? Oh no. Is this functionality that merge mod does like breaks? It's not. I don't think it's pixel perfect. Oh no. Oh no. This massively disrupts my routing. Ruh-roh Shaggy. Oh no. Not like this. Okay. We're trying to get to Freehaven. So in Might Magic 6, if you go to the very corner of an area, you can cross to an area that's kitty corner. So from here, you can go north, you can go west, you can go south, you can go east. I mean, you can't go south here because we're the southernmost, but you get the idea. So from an area, if you go to the southwest corner, you can go to the area that's southwest of you. If you go to the northwest corner, you can go to the area that's northwest of you. If you go northeast corner. So I don't remember having this much difficulty. Like it's not a super complicated setup, right? But we're in a different engine now. We're in the Might and Magic 8 engine. And Might and Magic 8 has very different travel mechanics than Might and Magic 6 does. So it's possible that this, when ported over, they didn't port this mechanic over? Because I don't think it's pixel perfect. It's definitely not pixel perfect in the original game. Like, it's very easy to do in 6. Has anyone done this in Merge mod and had it work in Merge? Huh. So it's just one of those things that gets really finicky. Let's see. Okay. Well, if it's supposed to work for us here, we'll try it. don't remember it being anywhere near this hard. Malkuth's in here, so if they changed it, I think they would have said something more than just Sag. So if it's supposed to work in Merge, then it presumably will still work. We're just going to have a much harder time with it than I would have anticipated. Yeah, I feel like if you didn't touch it, I feel like you would probably know about it if that was something that was changed, right? Like, I don't think it would have been broken accidentally. And the stuff that is interacted with this is not stuff that would be in my, like, that doesn't feel, oh, actually. No, because there's no code that's meant to get the player back on the map, right? There's just code to get the enemies back on the map. Because getting the enemies on... Okay, that's very funny. If I go right here, if I just press forward, it flips back and forth between Mire and Bootleg Bay. Like, if I'm flipping between Mire and Bootleg Bay here without turning at all, like, that heavily implies that this would be the exact spot that, and the exact orientation that I need, right? Like, you can't get more precise than the game can't decide which one to go to. Yeah, I don't think this is working. Are we sure that? That's rough. All right, so it's 11:40, so we wouldn't be able to clear Freehaven anyway. Let's think about how this influences our routing, because it has pretty major impacts on the routing to not be able to go to Freehaven right now. We have the possibility of, and we probably can't get to Silver Cove either, can we? Let's treat it as an assumption that we can't go there. So if we can't go there now, then we can, let's see. There's like a lot of different versions of Merge and stuff like that as well. So like if there's specific coding in there, if at any point during the process somebody decided that they didn't want this functionality to exist because they thought it was a bug instead of like kind of like a fairly obvious feature, then they could have just removed the code that makes it work, right? Let's see. I've probably done it in Mod 2. Interesting. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something weird. We're going to save this. I'm going to actually quit out. I'm going to quit out of the game entirely, and I'm going to reload the game. So if this is something that we've definitely got confirmation is supposed to work, then I think what we'll do is we'll reload this and see if reloading the map fixes it. Okay. But like, it's not like pixel perfect or anything, right? Like, this isn't something that there would be the expectation that I would have this much difficulty, right? So, there's a lot of things that could cause something like this to break. It could even literally just be the specific hardware that I'm running on, given how like janky the Might and Magic series is. Like, I could see something like that having an effect. So let's see here. So there is not a workaround for this to maintain the pathing that we're on. Because if I wasn't doing the particular type of run that I'm doing, I could always just simulate a corner travel by traveling to Bootleg Bay and then traveling immediately to Freehaven. That's a thing that I could do under normal circumstances. But because we're trying to bolster, we're at the very corner of the map. Right? We kind of have to be in order to get both Mire the Damned and Bootleg, right? And right now we should be literally at the exact corner, because if I just press forward and don't turn, I flip between Mire the Damned and Bootleg Bay. So like the micro adjustment is like I can't imagine like what kind of an angle I would need other than an angle that gets me both of them, you know what I mean? But yeah, anyway. So if we can get this, if we can get this set up appropriately, then and get this to work, then that's fine. If we can't get this to work, then we will have to reroute and get the knights done a bit later. I think we still end up doing the knights in Freehaven. Like, jump the spell? So are we still... No, we're not at the right angle now. Okay. Get a lot of iterations done here. Okay. I could actually see a world where, if it relied on being in a position that you shouldn't be allowed to be in, that a fix to something that in theory shouldn't have an effect could cause a problem. That makes any sense? One thing that I'm curious about is that basically, like, if I have to kind of like glitch my way out of the map in order to trigger it, then this is definitely not the right angle. The funny thing is that I don't really know why someone would manually code this to exist in this version, but still make it like crazy tight. That seems like a weird behavior to me. Okay, this is not the appropriate angle. It's interesting also how tilted it is in favor of Mire. I have to be facing pretty close to full north. To be able to get it to even flip between the two. Because in theory, this is the direction I should be facing, right? But this gets me exclusively mire. For some reason. Which implies like a desync between the edge of the map and where I would expect the edge of the map to be. Because I should be facing... If you look on the map, you can see like my orientation. I don't start getting Bootleg Bay showing up on the list at all until I'm facing almost pure north, right? Like, which is very strange. So, if I had to guess, I would say that there's an orientation issue there. But, actually, what we're saying, and we get exclusively Mire the Damned from this position. Even facing north. Yeah. The fact that I've done this before, and I've done it very quickly before, so I feel like something is probably different now than the last time that I've done this, because I am not the kind of person who typically does things that are like pixel perfect. I feel like I would have remembered if I had anywhere near this amount of difficulty doing it before. I think I just kind of walked into the corner, and if you walk into the corner, you're fine. But at any rate, I'm not going to worry about it more for today. If I can make this work on Monday, then we will go there. If not, I'm not sure how we want to handle the routing situation. We have a couple of options for how to handle it. So I guess I'll just talk at the end of stream here about what our options are. And honestly, maybe people can go over to the YouTube comments and just talk about it there or in my Discord or something like that if people want to chime in on which option they think is more appropriate. So there's a couple of options for how to handle this. So if we can't make this work for whatever reason, because I have no idea why it wouldn't work, but if it was specifically coded in, I don't know why it wouldn't work unless it was then specifically removed, or if the code got commented, or if something else interacted with that code in a negative way. Who knows, right? But it would probably be a pain in the ass to find it. So I'm not necessarily expecting it to be fixed if it's a problem with the actual code. It could also be a problem with me. If it's a problem with me, then I might fix it on Monday by just doing better. And it could also be a problem with some weird interaction with my machine, because, again, a lot of the way that these old games work is kind of wonky and finger dependent. So it might be something that I can fix by Monday. It might not be something I can fix by Monday. If we can't fix it by Monday, I think what we're going to do is we're going to walk to Bootleg Bay, and because we have to choose where we're going next, right? And if we go to Bootleg Bay next, then we definitely are clearing the overworld of Bootleg Bay. The question in play is, do we then treat it as a bug that we had to go to Bootleg Bay, and so we clear the exterior of Bootleg Bay in order to get the enemies cleared because the bolster component is there, and then immediately leave for Freehaven because we shouldn't have been in Bootleg Bay in the first place? Or alternatively, do we say, well, sucks to suck, we full clear Bootleg Bay? There are 3 dungeons in Bootleg Bay. Just clear through all of them. So those are the two options that we have on the table right now. I kind of feel like I'm in a strong enough position that I'm kind of leaning toward just being like, sucks to suck. We just go to Bootleg Bay. We deal with Bootleg Bay. We clear out all 3 dungeons and move on with our lives from there. It's just rerouting it right to Bootleg Bay instead of routing straight through Freehaven. We clear the dungeons. We leave Bootleg, go to Freehaven, move on with our lives. So I'm not sure which I'll end up doing, but those are kind of the 2 options that I have in play right now. I'm currently leaning toward full clearing Bootleg Bay if it comes to that, and I think there's a decent chance that it will. Because again, I don't know if I don't know why it isn't working, but at any rate, I think that's going to be it for today. We've managed to make a lot of good progress, and the other thing is that I feel like I'm in a strong enough position where delaying the night promotion by probably 7 maps or so, somewhere between 7 and 10 maps probably, is painful, but isn't really the end of the world. And it's not a huge deal. It also delays getting to Sword Coast is not what it's called. Silver Cove. Getting to Silver Cove is delayed, so we'll have delays on both night promotions if we do that. But it's not the end of the world, and we're in a fairly strong position, I feel. Obviously, we're getting our butts kicked by things like necromancers very, very readily, but Sortira can actually survive a single dragon breath right now, which is really cool. That's actually great. That's a great sign for our ability to continue forward and not be super concerned. So I had created this routing because I was very worried that I was going to start getting really outscaled just completely. And it doesn't seem like that's happening. I think we're holding our own to a large degree, even with so many unpromoted characters. So we'll just have to see. But that's going to be it for today. So thank you for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure to stream for you today. And I hope to see you again next time when we will be doing a zone in Might and Magic 6. And I guess we'll find out which one on Monday. Later, folks.